What's up, y'all? It's John Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, this is our unboxing and review of the Polk Monitor XT60 Tower speakers.
Woo woo.
We got these speakers because I was looking for the best value, the best bang for the buck for our speaker system. We decided to go full surround sound, upgraded from a soundbar to dedicated speakers, and Polk is just good value. But Polk has a very wide range of stuff, like their high-end stuff, which is easily triple the price of what we spent here for the XT60. It definitely sound better, and they're definitely are more along the lines of where these other high-end speakers. But there's also budget Polk speakers. There are actually cheaper versions that you can get for even less than 150 bucks. We picked the middle of the road, and the reason why is because XT60 has gotten great reviews. It's been around for a lot longer, and you're going to notice a difference from the low end. So for me, the extra like 50 bucks that you're saving from, going ultra low isn't worth it. Like the towers, there's such a pivotal part of every sound system because that's the fullness of the sound. That's where it's going to come from.
Oh.
These things have multiple woofers plus a tweeter. If you're not familiar with what that means, there's really kind of like three ranges for sound, right? The high, middle, and low. Your subwoofer is going to pick on all the low stuff. The tower is really going to deliver for you the most sound around the mid-range and the upper range. The fact that they have three different cones for mid-range sound just goes to show you how full and important that particular piece is. And this one does it really, really well. And it has a really great tweeter as well. I mean, like the high ends of this, so crystal clear. It's so beautiful. Like if you love listening to classical music like I do, it's just
perfect.
It's really quite perfect. Even though these are tower speakers, they're kind of on a smaller side compared to some of the larger ones that are out there. These are 6.5 woofers. I would say like that's the minimum you should go for. There are 5.5, even like smaller ones than that, but you're going to notice a big difference in terms of what I would call the fullness of the sound and also the loudness. I would say 6.5. If you want to even go to 8-inch or even larger, go for it. But the price difference becomes quite a bit more going from 6.5 to like 8 inches. It's like easily double, depending on the brand.
But can you imagine if it's 8.5?
Oh, the 8 or even larger, baby. It is. That's what. If you want to think of an upgrade, you're gonna get your more bang for your buck here. But the cost is a massive jump up. I think our system is so good.
Yeah.
I would rank it close to a 9 out of 10 overall.
Right.
So you're gonna just get very incremental difference by going from 6.5 to 8. You may notice it if your room's really, really large, like bigger than like a 12 by 12 room.
Right. Then it's better to go higher,
exactly.
Well,
you look at this thing, actually, even though the front looks very complicated, you can put a grill on, which is nice. I like the grills. It kind of hides the delicate parts. And that's kind of what I like. I like the hiding the delicate parts. So it's all black. You can't see the thing shake.
Yeah.
You can't touch it by accident. You can't poke it, prod it by accident. Also in a dark room, even though some of these are covered with black, you see enough white around it. Like to me, it's like, I just want black around my focus my eye just on exactly the picture. The backside though is super simple. Doesn't take any power, so there's no power outlet. You literally just plug in the speaker cables, the red one and the black one, and that's it. You're good to go. They're very stable, although I would say that if you have really thick shag carpet, you may want to get a base that you could put it on that is a little wider, because at this particular size, you could still very easily topple over if you knock it. Like if you have it out in the open, kids and whatnot, big dogs, it can be knocked over. That would be my only complaint, is like I kind of wish the base of this thing was bigger than the base of the speaker just to make it more stable. So about a 4 foot high, it's a good sized tower speaker. So when you're sitting down, you're getting the full range of sound from above your head to below your head.
Really nice. I love the speaker. It's my right size for me. I really love the speaker. It's just it looks so slick. Simple.
It's a very clean, solid black look. Yeah. And I think that comes down to taste, right? Like some people like having their woofers exposed.
Yeah.
But for me, I just like everything pure black, covered up with the grill, so that you just see black around everything. Like it doesn't stand out when you have the lights down low. So in terms of like what it supports, it does support Aura 3D sound, but you know what? Most people don't use that kind of stuff anymore. It's really not that popular. The Dolby stuff is very popular. Dolby Atmos, this supports it. Great speakers for it. Finding compatible, the speakers in the back to get that full surround sound. Even once it fire up, you could just put it on top to fire up, and it just works great. And so that's it, y'all. You know, when we did a test for this, comparing it to our old sound system, the Soundbar, I can tell you it's night and day difference. And the big difference you're going to get out of speakers like this versus a Soundbar is that even though it's a bar, it never feels like it goes wide enough. You know what I'm saying? No one makes a Soundbar that's like 12 foot across. It's at most soundbars I see are about 3 feet to maybe 4.5 feet across. So you never really get that full audio go from left to right to left to right, like if things are moving around. With tower speakers, when you put them to the side of the TV, it gives that real great sensation of surround sound. So it's like something goes from like swishing left to right. Let's say a starfighter, right? You're watching, I don't know, Star Wars movie, and the X-Wing goes from one side to the next. It's much more pronounced now when it goes from one tower to the next. So that's a huge upgrade. That's why you want to upgrade from a soundbar to a speakers of these. Now we tested this, for the last week or so. We watched, a number of Marvel movies, which are all bombastic. Watch Die Hard, watch some Witcher stuff, listen to some music on it as well, from both Christmas music to classical music to hip hop and whatnot. And I can tell you, man, everything just sounds beautiful. Seriously, these speakers are probably some of the best you're going to find on the marketplace, and at $150 each, which means you're spending $300 for both. It is the most expensive thing you will have in your library, and you don't want to skimp on that. It's more expensive than your center speaker, more expensive than your subwoofer and your surround sound. So at $300 for this type of quality, worth it.